This video is looking at the index and match function in order to return certain values within a data sheet. So what we have at the moment is we have a list of the top 100 most popular children's names over the last 20 years. So using this as the example, if I want to use a formula to try and determine the rank of Charles, Bobby, or Mary, I can use the combination of the index and match functions in order to find out. So first of all, how would we use the match function to find out what row Charles is in? Okay, so what I type in here is equals match. Okay, so the match returns the relative position of an item in an array that matches a specified value in a specified order. So let's use the match function. So it's asking for a lookup value, which is going to be this cell here, which is Charles. It's looking for the lookup array, which is going to be this column here. And it is looking for the type of match. So less than, greater than, or exact match. We want an exact match. So we'll put in 0. And then you can see that Charles is to be found in row 11. So if I look at row 11, you can see that Charles is there. But it's not really what I want. I would like to know what the rank of Charles is. Because in other data types, it could be a little bit more complicated. Of course, I could do something simple here, like just put in -1. And this would then give me the rank. Okay, so Charles is rank 10. But I prefer not to use the formula that way to do that. What we can do is use a combination of the index and match functions. So I have match done already. If I put in index, so index is going to return a value or reference of the cell at the intersection of a particular row and column in a given range. So if I type in, for example, row 3, column 2, it's going to return John. So I'm going to use the match to help me define what row I'm looking at. So I use index function here. So index, first thing it wants to know is an array. So it's going to be, I'm going to select all this data here. Comma, the row number is going to be my match formula. So you remember that from the previous example, it picked Charles as being row 11. So that's going to give me the row number. And then the column number is going to be, I'm looking for the rank. So it's going to be column 1. And okay, close that bracket and enter. Okay, so it tells me now Charles is in row 10 or rank 10. If I copy that down to Bobby, you'll see that it automatically find Bobby is in rank 98. So let me just scroll down and double check that. So rank 98, you can see there is Bobby. Okay, so that works well with one column of data, checking against another. But if I wanted to check where Mary is, you can see that it doesn't work. Again, it doesn't work because it's checking in here for the names. And there's no easy way to make it check here and here at the same time, because it's looking for a column reference. So what we're going to do is use if in combination with ISERROR to return the value that we want. So let's see how that would work. The first thing I'm going to do to keep this simple, I'm going to work up on this section here. I'm going to just copy this formula, and I'm just going to paste it in here just in case I need it again. Okay, so we're going to work on this cell here. We are going to use if in combination with ISERROR. So it's going to check and see if this formula that we paste in, if that returns an error, as in it's equal to false. Let's just put in these values for a second. So if it is false, we want it to give us a 0. If it's true, we'd like a 1. I'm just putting the 0 and the 1 in just to test that the formula is actually working. Okay, so it is working. Okay, so what we can see is that Charles is getting a 0, Bobby 0, and Mary's getting a 1. So is it an error? In this case, it's asking, is it not an error? If so, it's 0. If it is an error, it's giving a 1. So this formula looking for Mary is returning 1 because it's showing up as an error when we try to search for it. Okay, I'm going to do it in here. Just going to replace this 0 with the original formula. Okay, and we can see that it gives Charles, have Charles's rank of 10. We have Bobby's rank of 98. Okay, Mary's giving us a 1, which is actually Mary's rank. It's not giving us the right answer, so I should just change this to something else. Let's change it to Sarah. Okay, it's giving us a 1 because that's our error message. I'm now going to replace the 1 with the original formula. The only difference is I'm going to change my search area from B to D. Okay, Charles is still 10. Bobby is still 98. Okay, and now it's pulled in Sarah as being ranked 9. Just check that. Yep, Sarah is ranked 9. I can change that too. Let's look for Ashley. Okay, Ashley ranked 16. Yep. Okay, so that works. So what this formula is doing is it's using a couple of different things. It's using the index and match functions in order to return the data from a particular, let's say, set of coordinates from a row and a column number. But because we're working with 2 different columns of data, and we'd like to be able to check both of them, what we're using is the if and the ISERROR functions. So if it doesn't find our match in one of them, it's going to return an error, in which case it's going to go ahead and look at the next one. Hope this helps.